Hello and welcome back to the ActWres Stage podcast here on the 5 Star Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, Sondre and with me today I have Velkej, of course, my co-host, as always.
Hi.
We are, of course, a podcast all about actress girls AWG. We are back for the second time in a month. First time ever we will do 2 shows in a month. Of course, this is a lot different to our last episode, which was all about Asahi and her unfortunate and tragic passing. This will be the traditional January review, which we should have done first, but of course we had to do the Asahi news before we could ever do this.
Yeah, I basically, because the last show of the month was on the 31st, and so I was unable to watch the show until I started on Friday. We are recording on a Sunday, and I started on Friday, and I was like watching it piecemeal because I had other stuff to do, and it was not easy to watch a show where Sahi's last show, basically. Uh, so it took me 3 days to finish this show, the Beast Rebellion produced show. So I'm happy we are back to review the month.
Yeah.
Because the promotion before the news, before Asahi's news about Asahi's death, we kind of agreed that this is probably the best month since the restart for the promotion. Because it was like really fun. It was awesome set of shows, a lot of fun shows, a lot of fun matches, but also a lot of great matches. And we will probably talk about one that we both loved so much. But we will not give up on the promotion, and we will not give up on this podcast, and we will finish review of this month because the promotion deserves it. But we had to do the previous.
And we're recording just in time to have this show out before February officially starts for AWG, which is a bit insane since they're having 3 shows in February, but all of them are taking place at the end of the month.
Yeah, because the roster and probably even the fan base needed some time off.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll start chronological at the start of January and at the start of 2024 for AWG. On the 5th of January in Shinkiwa First Ring, it was Act Wrestling Step 28 New Year Special. Opening match, Kira and Mari versus Shi Aoba and Marino Sayara. I don't remember the finish of this match. I need to real quick look up who won this just to be sure. Kira and Mari won this.
Yeah. It was I think Mari pinned Marino. It was like we were kind of talking about before December that Marino is not getting booked because probably not selling enough tickets. But around the new year, a lot of foreigners came in and bought tickets through her, so she got booked on all of the shows. This was absolutely inoffensive opener.
Yeah.
This was booked before the title change. It's like this, like swindling the audience to think that that Mari is not going to win the title because she's in the opener and Miku is in the main event of this show. The only thing that you need to know from this match is that there was the typical spot of tall versus small, with Kira Ann being the tall and Marino being the small, and they did the hand raised up and the small wrestler cannot reach. And it was solved by Marino calling Chi in and jumping on her back and reaching up, and then Kira just kicked her down and everything went from there. Marino had one really good roll up on Mari, like really good, really well done, really well timed. Otherwise, Mari kicked very hard. Also, Mari murdered Oh no! No! That was in another match.
There's a
She
lot of
murdered
matches.
someone else. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
There's a lot of matches, so we don't need to spend that much
Yeah,
time on
no.
these matches. Next match, eight woman tag match. Shiaki, Koki, Kyoko Iwai, and Renson. The suits defeated the like cutes Nagisa Shitsuki, Natsumi Sumikawa, and Rika Fukunaga. This match was for the gays. This match was very much for this. A lot of flirting happened. It was very funny. The whole gimmick of this match was that the Koki led team came out in suits and looked very like dapper, and the Natsumi Sumikawa and Natsuki led team came out in looking very cute, very traditional, like
Very
women.
feminine. Yeah,
Yeah,
very feminine. Dave came out in coats and fur and
yeah,
jackets, and they still had the opening dance kimonos underneath those jackets. It basically was the beautiful women army versus the handsome women army,
yeah.
and it was really funny. The hosts of the male hosts of the handsomes coming out with the bottles of champagne from one of the bars where I think it's Ren. Ren does the host gimmick, or she runs the
Oh,
bar. I don't think she does the host exactly, but she is like running a bar and assumes masculine role as the bartender for the women. So it's like not exactly the host, but close. It's not the boyfriend, but she's close. It's probably safer, probably cheaper to go to rent some run bar than to go some host bar, because those are very expensive, by the way.
yeah. But this was just fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Spots where they were flirting with each other were
Yeah,
all very funny. And the finish with Kyoki saying to challenging Natsuki to do better, or Sakura to do better bridge than her. She did one awesome bridge after a counter power bomb,
yeah,
which was like not great but good, really good. And I think she should start doing power bombs more often, because I think she's strong enough to do that, especially because the roster is most of them are small, so they're light. So she should be able to do power bombs relatively safe. I know that power bombs are relatively dangerous moves, but like I really enjoyed this match, and we loved the match when we were watching it. It was like
yeah.
it was such a hoot.
Very fun. As you said, Koki Bridgepin gets the win over Rico.
Yeah, who
Then
was squealing? Was squealing when she was being pinned. It was very
yeah.
funny.
Then the next match, Shikagoto versus Yui Tenshuko. This was Tenshuko's only match this month because she doesn't have a unit. um, I thought this was a inoffensive rookie versus more experienced rookie. 7 minutes and 7 seconds. Shikagoto gets the win after a uh, very long giant swing into a lariat spot. I thought this was good for Yui Tenshuko.
Yeah,
And it's very interesting to see how far Shikagoto has come.
yeah, it's very funny because last year she got submitted within seconds by Mari in her first singles match, and now
Yeah.
she's winning. It's really interesting to like we were able to follow her whole year of development from absolutely like someone who is very awkward in the ring to someone who can lead a rookie through the match competently. It was really fun. Like from this perspective, it's it's not a match that anyone will ever remember, even 2 months from now. But it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoy Tenshuko a lot.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
my Nepo baby.
and she is trying a lot of new fun stuff to
Yep.
see if it works. Like it's like throwing things at the wall for her, and I think it's very interesting to see.
Yeah. And it was interesting because both are relatively tall. So two tall women doing battle interesting stuff. You usually don't see that in ActWres Girls or in other promotions outside of Stardom, probably.
Then the next match, the match that was built off of the December shows, Update Plus Konami, Mi, Nagisa Shiotsuki, and Sakura Mitsushima versus Teppen, Ashai, CatMASK Callico, Misa Matsui, and Naho Yamada. A secret captain falls elimination match, which means that each team had a secret captain who, if those got eliminated, then the team would lose. First one that got eliminated was Ashai. She was eliminated by me. Then Naha eliminated Nagisa, and then eliminated Konami. Sakura eliminated Naho then with the Great Northern Lights bridge. Mi eliminated CatMASK Callico, and then revealed that revealed that Misa was the captain of the Teppen team. Misa eliminated me, and it revealed that Sakura was the captain of the Update Plus team, and it basically became a rematch of the Sakura Mitsushima versus Misa Matsui match from December. In the last finishing stretch here, a lot of good stuff between the two. Me breaking up a pin by throwing Bear-chan into the ring was amazing. Sakura wins with 120% roll up. Very fun. I thought this match was really a really great start to the year for AWG.
Yeah. This followed the time-honored tradition for ActWres Girls to have a great tag team match underneath a singles main event.
Yeah.
In which the case the singles main event is like worse, or it's a story match than the tag team match, and the tag team match is much longer than the singles main event.
Yeah.
Which was the case on this show because we got the Great Asako versus Miku Ano main event, which is like, okay, that's fine. It was built from the Korakuen Hall show. It makes sense to make it a main event, but if you are if you want your fun quality wrestling and not comedy wrestling as like the thing you remember from this show, this is the match to do. And if you are like just listening to us to use us as a recommendation from this show, I can recommend this match as must watch.
Yeah.
I think this was awesome. This was full of character, full of fun spots, and there was palpable tension for who is going to win because of the stipulation, and they used the stip to their advantage. I know that the stip itself is not really hard to use. Actors Girls are really good at using stipulations for their matches. This month is an example of that. Like we will go through next shows, and we will see. We'll talk about it. But this started the trend of great stipulation matches on this month, and I love this match. Like it's great, and I think this match, if you have only one time for one match from every show, this is the match to watch. For sure.
After the match, the two units called a truce and agreed to have a working relationship. I don't know if we will see how this pans out, but it was interesting, and it led to Velkej's worst nightmare. So it's
yeah, it's awful because they created a coalition to like create more chaos and discord in whole world, not just ActWres Girls but whole world, because they are war criminals, all of them, and they need to be apprehended and brought to justice.
For sure. No, they are actually heroes. They are not war criminals.
Of course they are. All war criminals think they are heroes.
Like the main event then on the show was Miko Ano versus the Great Asako. 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Miko, of course, gets the win. It was a mugging of poor Great Asako. Like, I I loved how Miku was just refusing to let Asako lose until she had been fully beaten up. Like she would go for the pin and then take her up and be like, "No, this is not enough. You need to get even more kicked." Yeah, this was very fun. A lot of fun. Asako, great Asako, like comedy spots, and she's very creative about them. What did you think?
I liked it. I didn't like when she left to go to the backstage and the rest of the roster was selling her like some kind of monster or
Yeah,
or ghost or
it
body
was like
improvement.
needlessly long.
Yes,
Like,
like if the point of the part of the match was to be awkward and kind of cringe, okay, then that worked. But I don't know. I don't know if that was the point. But she does leave from time to time to go backstage or to hide outside of the ring, outside of the praying eyes of the mortals or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
Like I think she needs to go and find the new gimmick for her. She's smart. I like her comedy shtick, but we had a lot of shows with Asako Miya, and I
that's
had
true.
enough of her this month.
Yeah, I
If she
mean,
takes a break for a month, I'd be really happy about that.
yeah, there some of her spots are getting a bit like overplayed now. So I agree there. But I think she is creative enough to find new like
Yep.
matches and comedy
Yep.
spots. I just hope that they allow her to do that.
Yeah. It's like, please don't force her to stay as a great Asako or Kairi Asako. Please let her do other stuff because I think she's creative and has enough like ideas to make other stuff. Otherwise, this was extremely
now that
basic.
now that Okada is leaving, she can do the Rainmaker Asako, please.
Yeah, I think she should make Rainmaker Asako. She should like start throwing crumpled.
What if she does Ace Asako and it's like
Oh,
Tanahashi?
El Presidente Asako.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun opening show here. I, of course, as we both said, the Secret Captain Falls match between Update Plus and Teppen is the must-watch match. But yeah, moving on to the first of the unit produced shows, which was the Royal Produce Show on the 12th of January in Shinkawa First Ring. A lot of these unit produced shows had focus on the units in the opening dance, which was it started here with the entire focus being on the Royal in the opening dance, and I think like all of the rest of the roster left the ring when they in the final bits of the dance.
They started the show with their theme, the royal entrance,
Yeah,
the royal theme. They did the dance routine. Then the rest of the roster came in. The royal were all in white. The rest of the roster was all in black. The royal were in the middle, so like it was really
yeah,
well done. And then in the end, they all left the ring, and the royal were in the center. So it was really like the dances are all really well done. Like it's everyone is unique. So I like that because I
yeah.
like the dance. So I like the opening dance.
Then the opening match was me versus Sakura Mitsushima, both members of Update Plus. A very interesting match here, where me before the match started gave away Bear-chan and said refused to use him in the match.
Yep.
Uh, which led to her working this match pretty clean, which is unusual for me.
Yeah.
The a lot of good stuff here from Sakura Mitsushima because she's great. It was a great bridge escape. Then a foot stomp from Sakura was like a big standout moment of the match for me here. Interesting Credo from me to get the win, and very solid and good opener for me.
Yeah, it was really well done. As a like as an opener match and as a match of the leader and her best underling to test how far they both are able to go in their singles match. me not using Kuma-chan was great. I love that because it makes sense. It's within their character and like it all worked out really well. I really enjoyed this match. It was a very good opening match.
Yeah. Then we had Ayano Ire, Nena Rada, and Rensan defeating Asahi, CatMASK Callico, and Mari and Misa Matsui. This was Ayano's comeback match, and they had the gimmick of each team having a crown, and you had to pin. If you were going to pin someone, you had to have the crown on you, which was pretty cool. And it also had tornado tag rules. A lot of fun stuff here with the fact that you had to have the crown on your head. Ayana won by having her foot on Calico after while having the crown on her head, and
holding the second crown as well.
Yeah, and holding the second crown as well. Great comeback for Ayano Irie here, and I thought this was so fun. A lot of fun stuff here.
It was, as I said, the gimmick matches are like the thing that they did this month. And this is, when I was watching this, I was amazed. I don't think I've ever seen a match like this. I don't remember. I've seen the Secret Captain's Fall matches. I've seen the elimination matches. I've seen the multi-woman matches. I've seen the hardcore matches, Iron Man matches, and so on and so on. I've never seen a match where you have an item in both of the teams on both sides, and you have to have that item on your head in this case, or with you while you are pinning your opponent. So, of course, it leads to the heels stealing or hiding the crown, in this case, from the babyfaces. So they cannot win. While Marino is like obviously beating Rensan and pinning her like multiple times, and Rensan cannot kick out, the crown is lost.
Yeah.
And the faces do not know where the crown is because the heels have stolen the crown. And it was until later when like faces discovered the crown, but it was too late. The heels already won, and it was really dominant stuff for Ayano to reestablish her, to make sure that everyone knows that she's the leader of the Beast Rebellion, because that's like one of the things that I think the promotion and the fans know, that she is on a shaky grounds because Act is much more charismatic than her. And I think, for example, Chiaki is better in the ring than her. So she's like on this kind of precarious grounds within the landscape of the promotion, because the promotion is kind of behind her, but not really. And the unit is like around her, but I don't think she truly stands out like the property, because there's Act. It's hard to stand out when you are standing next to Act, who is extremely like captivating speaker. So the way she speaks is really, really interesting. Even if I don't understand most of the words that she says, the way she speaks is interesting. But as I said, this gimmick was great. It was amazing. I loved it.
Very fun.
It all ended because they were supposed to get a gift, a New Year's gift, which is a tradition in Japan that you get a New Year's gift from your boss, and they got the letter. And when I read it, she basically just praised the royal. It was praise royal letter. And then they angrily stomped out.
A lot of a fun part of this match at the time was a lot of memes came out of the match, and a lot of meme pictures that I don't want to use anymore because they just remind me of Fashai. But
yeah, she was really funny in that match. She was really good.
Then we had the winner joins Royal Battle Royal. It was like the winner of this match would join the Royal. It was Mari versus Miku Ano versus Naru versus Osaka Miya Osaka. And man, it's a shame. It's a shame that either Miku or Mari is not part of the Royal. Because goddamn it, their gear before this match was great.
Yeah, and this match started like Mari's tradition of making a new gear for each produce show.
Yeah.
And of course shooting new portraits to sell at each produce show. because she's a wrestler. She wants to make the cash, and she
Yeah.
made the cash out of that. But she made her own like gear for one night only. She looked awesome. She looked incredible, and this should be her normal gear. Like she looks so good in this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Miku had like her pink gear from before she went fully red, and it was also really good. The
Yeah.
match,
So
it's
match started. I'll just run through that elimination.
okay.
So
Okay, I'm sorry.
the match started with Mari and Miku just having a great singles match in the first
Yeah.
like 1.5 minutes. Like that was just a rematch of the summer match. Then I think it was Naru who came out first. Then Osako came out, and I thought a lot of good spots here. Naru way overshot on the assisted moonsault. Unfortunately, Osako helped eliminate Naru and Mari, then Miku to win the match. However, Asako had been helped by the other units to get back into the ring, not be eliminated, which was very funny because
Yeah.
the Royal was like, "No, this doesn't count. You did not win,
Yeah.
so you can't join." Should be noted, Asako eliminated the AWG champion, then pinned the last one in under 60 seconds,
Yeah.
which was very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you
Because
think about this?
because this like I liked it. The match again was a gimmick match. With the idea that everyone wants to troll the Royal because they booked Asako Miya in the match in which Asako Miya can join the Royal, and Asako Miya is the most un-Royal member of the roster that there is, and they obviously wanted either Miku or Mari to join the to join the Royal,
Yeah.
or Naru because Naru is also awesome, and they know it. So this whole thing was all about the Royal sitting up on the stage, watching this match, terrified that the rest of the roster was trying to troll them into making Asako Miya join the unit.
Yeah.
Like the ending stretch was really short. It was Naru and Mari on the apron, Miku inside, Miku obviously almost eliminating those two, and Asako Miya coming from behind, dropkicking Miku. She lariated those two off the apron,
Yeah.
or rather, bonked them off the apron. She didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. And then Asako rolling her up, which means that Asako Miya has a pinfall victory over Miku Ano, who has lost exactly 3 times in last year.
Yeah.
Which is
Very, very
incredible.
funny.
That's incredible. Like, it's such a Galaxy Brain booking. Uh, it makes it all so much like funny, more funnier than it was. The match itself was really good when the 3 non-Asako Miya members of the match were in, because all 3 of them are really great wrestlers. Asako was there like as a fodder, and it worked out. Like, it's nothing that I will ever like recommend to someone, but it was fun enough at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, very fun at the moment. Then we had Misa Matsui versus Maru. This match started immediately as a crowd brawl, which was insanely crazy. I thought Misa definitely did not allow Maru to throw a chain at her. Like, she was very afraid. It was very cool. Misa, here we saw the first sign of the Update Plus Teppen alliance, where Misa used Bear Chan to get some offense done, and me was marking out ringside, which was funny. Very good spinning back fist that led into Misa doing the MKD, the Michinoku driver, to get the win. Great build-up match for the upcoming hardcore match at the end of the month between Jadoshu and Teppen.
Yeah, it was like this match. This is the match that I would recommend from this show.
Yes.
Because I think we will talk about the main event. I think it was again semi-main event better than the main event, as I said, as is a tradition in ActWres Girls. This was Misa angry as hell, and Maru like reaching deep into what she's able to do to make sure she has a great singles match. And they had a great singles match within the idea of the interference and the crowd brawling and the weapon usage and everything. Like there's a lot of Oz Academy stuff. I love Oz Academy stuff when it's done good. Like I love Police. I love him. I was very like disturbed that he was while he was out of the wrestling because of his health issues. I'm glad he's back, and I really enjoyed this this match, and it led to the match that I've enjoyed as well later down the line.
A quick police check there. Nice. Good good check in.
Yeah.
Anyone that has never watched an Oz Academy show is very confused about that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to love Police. Everyone has to love Police. So this match was, I think it was this the best kind of hardcore match they've done until this point?
Until this point, yes, but it's not the best hardcore match.
Yeah. So, do you think that Maru knows exactly what her limitations are?
Yes, I am pretty sure that she knows her limitations and she wants to do these Oz Academy kind of matches or Osaki-gun kind of matches to make up for it.
Yeah, I think she. That's one of the things that I really praise her for, is that she knows that she cannot go.
Yeah,
and she knows it, and she is able to do this to supplement her inability, like physical inability.
Even then, we saw in the Mika match last year that she can go.
Yeah.
But of course, that would be a very like. Of course, she was going to put it on in that match.
Yeah. It's like she can go.
Yeah.
But can she go every week?
No. Which is
Exactly
why she's doing these kind of matches.
Yeah. And I think, as I said, I've enjoyed this because there was this part where like Teppen ran in and took revenge on the on all the run-ins, and they did the weapon spot. It was like this really well planned, really well done. Faces get the revenge on the heels.
Yeah.
And that leading into the match that was booked after this match ended, which is Hardcore Tag Team Iron Woman match.
Yes.
On the January produced show, which was fucking amazing. We will talk about that. But this match, story-wise, Misa won and led to next shows.
Yeah.
And because she won, she was willing to like do the hardcore match with Asahi against Maru and Kira Ann.
Then, to move on from this match, then we have the main event, the Royal four-way match. Natsumi Sumikawa versus Natsuki versus Koki versus Shikagoto. Shikagoto gets her big win here, where she tapped, avenging her loss to exactly 1 year ago, where she tapped out before the match started, as you said earlier. And here she avenged that by pinning the entire unit.
Yeah.
A lot of cool spots here between the four, but unfortunately, I thought the Misa and Mario match was more more memorable from the show.
This thing was like feel good main event, as I said. Main event better than the main event. It was like this showcase of the unit. So they use the combo moves from their combination tag teams. Koki did the giant swing on Chikagoto, almost killing her in the process because
Yes.
she has almost thrown her out of the ring while she was doing the giant swing to the corner, into the corner post. It was like very scary there, but nobody got hurt. Like there were a lot of spots, and there is a finish. Like the last 3 moves or 4 moves of this match are fucking amazing.
Yes.
Natsuki does the double stomp.
Natsuki stomp, landing, and then immediately getting somatos by Natsuki.
He's in the pinning
so great.
position, like, and from behind, Natsuki flies through from outside of the camera, kills Natsuki, and in the same fluid movement, rolls both Natsuki and Koki into the pin. And like then that was fucking incredible. It was perfect timing.
Is way too great.
Like Natsumi Sumikawa is for me one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Because she is hitting something amazing. This match, without like this promotion, without Natsumi Sumikawa, is much, 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 much worse. Like if she retires tomorrow, or if she has never come back, we would have lost so many great matches, so many great like moments or stuff in the ring from her when she takes control of the match. Like for example, that time in Osaka, where she basically wrestled like 90% of the match for her team, never even letting the other person tag in almost. Like it was incredible. She's incredible wrestler, and I'm like disappointed, and I will that more people do not know about her, and I will profileize her so much. Every single moment, every single chance I have, I will try to push her onto other people because she's fucking amazing.
She is one of the 3 people in this company, joining Miko Ano and Mari, where people outside of the company do not know how great they are, and do not know that they are on the levels of the great Joshis in Stardom, which a lot of people will never realize because they don't watch this company.
Yeah, I hope as we are moving on from that December where they announced that they are no longer wrestling, they are shutting down. I hope that people don't even know that happened, and we are moving into the where me, you, and other, for example, Rich.
Some people in our Discord do not know that they.
Yeah, they don't know that probably. I'm sorry. I like
what
this
do you
match.
think about Go Chica winning here?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't agree about. I don't mind it. I don't agree with it. I don't think this like changes anything. I think it's really it's a nice reward for her to get a win on the Royal Produce show, because I think she's really good. She's a hard worker and she wants to be as good as possible. I don't think it like changes anything for a promotion.
No,
I would have much rather have Koki turn heel here in the match and do something else, but we didn't get that. So what can we do?
Yeah, I think it was clear that this outside, like they were not going to build any big stories on these other shows. They were only there to have fun for the units, which I actually enjoyed. Like I thought that was better. But yes, I agree that we could have this match could have been used to do something storyline related.
Yeah, which the previous match was used for, and the Teppen versus Update Plus match was used for. So
what I mean is that the unit matches didn't do that. But yeah. Then we move over to Osaka in the 172 box on the 14th of January. Me and Velkej made a rule last month that the Osaka shows, when we watch those two together, we will be drinking. And a lot of my notes here from this shows that I was definitely a bit inebriated.
I don't remember anything about this show at all.
That's
At
funny.
all.
That is so funny. Yeah. So I'll just run through the card. Kira-an, the opening match, Kira-an versus Nena Rada versus Asuka Miya. The weird taunt double knee drop dive from Kira-an gets the win, but Nene stole the pin, and got the win via Kira-an's move, which was cool. Like that's a fun thing. The one thing Kira-an can do is kicks, as we all know.
Yes.
She's terrible at everything else in wrestling, but she at least can do a better axe kick than Yuki Arai has ever done.
Yeah, it's like someone would say that that's not hard to do, but her Kira-an's axe kicks are really good, like that, and her head kicks. She also does a really good head kicks when she has a person that trusts her, because she looks like she murders people with it. So there's that.
But yeah, you probably don't remember much of this match, so I'll just move on.
No, you reminded me that Nene didn't win by hitting her own move.
Yes,
Because I
she stole the pin. Then CatMASK Callico and Kanawake of the Update plus Teppen Alliance versus Royal, Shikagoto, and Natsumi Sumikawa. Natsumi was the highlight of this match because she was so not a part of it. She did not want to do anything in this match.
Oh, that's the match where she was in love with Kanamik. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, she refused to hit Kanamik and do offense on her. Very funny stuff.
Then she voted
don't
with her
remember the finish.
backstage. Yeah, even in the was that in the intermission or was that after the match ended? She was like trying to cozy up to Kanamik, and poor Chika was very disappointed and sad about that.
I don't remember the finish, and even the ActWres Twitter didn't post the finish.
Of course they did not.
So that's funny. Moving on to a singles match, Naru versus Koki. I thought this was fun. Naru was doing a lot of drop kicks, which are great, but the thing was that was the only thing she was doing in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Koki's lariats are so weak. Like, give her some Yukio Kobayashi matches to watch. Like, come on.
I still think she's afraid to hurt other people.
Yeah, she is. But her Amethyst Butterfly Splash gets the win. And fine singles match here. Then we had the Shiaki and Irina Yamanaka defeating Nagisa Shiotsuki and Natsuki. This was clearly a lot of flirting going on here between Shiaki and Irina, and Shiaki was like, "Are we doing this? Is this what we're doing?"
Yeah, she was like, at first she was into it, and then she realized, oh my god, we are going further than I thought we are going.
Yeah. And you could see it on her face, like they were like, what are we doing? This is way more sexual than I expected to be.
Yeah, it was like Irina was taking her home.
Yeah. I really like Irina. Like, we are big fans of Irina. Wish she was a full-time member of the roster.
Yeah.
I don't remember who did a headbutt in this match, but I have in my notes, headbutt, what the fuck?
Chiaki headbutted Nagisa?
Maybe?
Or Nagisa headbutted Chiaki or something like that. That makes sense, because Chiaki or Chiaki and Natsuki headbutted each other because they are sickos.
Yeah. But Irina gets the win with a neckbreaker. She had a lot of cool moves here.
Yeah.
Man, she should just be a full-time member of the roster.
You remember when she first did the Korakuen Hall show, and I was like, oh, they're hiding her because she's not good and she has exactly 2 moves. No. I was so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Let's have her back, please, and just
Yes, as
add
much as
her
soon as
into
we
Beast
can.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Then the main event on this show was Mari and Miku Ano versus Teppen, Asahi and Misa Matsui. Very much like their formula of Teppen being amazing tag team, an amazing tag team, and Miku Ano and Mari having a lot of great offense while like still not being that good of friends. A gimmick here that they did was that Miku wouldn't apparently couldn't talk during the match, which was interesting.
Oh, it was. I don't think it was a gimmick. I think she lost her voice because she was sick or something like that a few days before.
Yeah. But the main story of this match was, of course, Misamatsu and Mari, and it was a lot of cool spots here between the two. And Misa got the win with the European clutch. And after the match, Mari and Misa Matsui agreed to have a title match in the future.
Yeah, which is booked on what 29th,
25th.
25th. Okay.
It was going to happen on the 9th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the 9th. That's
Yeah.
where the 9th happened.
Also, during this after this match, Kyoko Iwai came out and wanted a match versus Miku Ano, which was interesting because Miku Ano was like smiling and not answering.
Oh, okay. No, that happened on the first show of the year. Right.
Oh,
We forget to talk about it. So on the to go back to the first show of the year, at the end of the show, when the roster is like they're posing and they are doing the speech, they send the microphone all around the roster and they were supposed to tell what they want for the new year to happen, and everyone was like, "I will work hard," or "I will do the great produce show,"
yes,
like
yeah.
that. And because the gimmick for the handsomes versus the beautifuls were the beautifuls were made because of the photo shoot they did in like winter clothing for the for the magazine they do with the ladies ring, and there was like this Kyoka was reading the charm points of people, and charm point of Miku Ano, one of the charm points for Miku Ano is her long hair. So she said, okay, let's do haircut versus haircut match. Not hair versus hair match,
Yeah.
haircut versus haircut. So she takes her, not like completely bald or like very short,
No,
but
just
she
a haircut.
takes her charm point away. That's the match.
But here is where they confirmed that was going to happen on the same show as Misa versus Mari.
Yeah.
Which it's not no longer is going to happen on the same show, but
Yeah. They will split it up because someone needs to cut
yeah.
her hair.
Uh,
There's the reason for that.
but then we move the Osaka shows as always. Here it was used to set up the next title match, but as always, the Osaka shows are less like special than the Shinkiba first ring shows, which is why we have a special rule for them.
Yeah. But at least this one was slightly livelier crowd than usual.
Yes, and
I think they are finally building a fan base for the roster, so
yeah,
that's good.
but also the main event is the one highlight here that everyone should watch. Like very fun match here, especially just because it's one of the great, one of the last like really great Asha matches.
Yeah.
But then we move over to the Teppen Produce Show on the 19th of January.
Sorry. Before we go on, the ActWres Ghost had ActWres time in all Japan during this show. So part of the roster were in Tokyo and most of the roster was in Osaka at the same time.
That's a good observation. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't watch all Japan, so I don't know what there was some. I think there was Maru match or something like that.
I watched All Japan and I don't remember the.
Yeah, there was Maru match. Maru and someone.
Okay, so I found it. It was me and Sakura Mitsushima versus Kyoko Iwai and Maru.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, Yeah, the whole All Japan and AWG working relationship. There's a reason why we haven't talked about it on the show, and that is because we don't really care for it.
No. Also, like, it all happened in January, and I don't watch it, so
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Yes. But then we move over to the Teppen Produce show on the 19th. Should be noted here, Royal on their Produce show only had one match, and that was the 4-way match. Teppen had 2 matches. At the because the opener of this show was the Teppen 3-way. Ashai and Misa Matsui. Ashai defeated Misa Matsui and Naoya Yamada in a 3-man match after 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Very high speed opener here, and it led into the opening dance with them immediately after the schoolboy got Ashai the win. They led right into the opening dance, which was very funny because they were like getting on the t-shirts and while the roster was dancing around them. Very, very fitting for Teppen here.
Yeah, it's this show. The Royal Produce show was not great. Teppen started the Produce shows that were really, really good. Like the rest of the month, it felt like the roster watched the Royal Produce show and were like, okay, this is not fun enough. Let's do something crazier. Because Royal Produce show was more about the visual. The other shows, because of the whole roster had crowns. Kanamik had tiny crown, Kanamik, while she was doing the ring announcing and stuff. And the rest of the Produce shows were like more about the units themselves, not just visually, but how they feel.
Like everything about this show was very Teppen. And them
very goblinry. A lot of goblinry.
Them having the least coherent the performance of Love Riddle fits Teppen so much. If you have seen any of the members of Teppen except Ashai dance during their opening dance, you know that every one of them, especially Misa Matsui, suck at that dance.
Yeah, and now having to sing
yes.
Very funny. Really, it was so good, and so like the switch was so quick as well.
The opening match on the show, or the match after the Love Riddle opening, was me and Miko Ano versus Asako, Mia, and Kira Ann. Me and Miko Ano gets the win with me pinning Asako. It looks like me after the match. This was not a lot of things I need to say here. Just fun spots. But after the match, me asked Asako if she even still wants to be an Update Plus because she wants to join Royal, she's forming Asako-gun and all that, and me was like, you're still in Update Plus, you know that, right? Which was interesting. What do you think about this match?
Yeah, it was like a good opener with some storyline implications. I like two people on one side are really good pro wrestlers. The other 2 people on the other side is a comedy wrestler and extremely confusing wrestler. So it's a match.
Yeah.
With storyline implications. We'll see.
Yeah, what do you think about me reminding Asako that she's still in Update Plus?
I really like that.
About time.
I need the leaders to do stuff about their members that don't do the proper member stuff. Kasako's doing everything else but Update Plus things.
Yeah. But moving over to the next match, which was Shiko Goto and Naru defeating Marino Sayahara and Sakura Mitsushima. With this match gave got a lot of shine to Marina Sayahara, which was well needed. Like she needed a match where she could showcase her offense and showcase that she was how she was as a wrestler. Because we have always never really focused on her because she hasn't had any focus on her by the promotion. But here she gave a lot of good stuff. The finishing stretch was Sakura Misushima and Naru doing very fun high-speed spots. And Naru, with a rare win here, gets the win with a very Masaru Yoshino from Dragon Gate fame, crucifix pin. That was what I immediately noted down here. It was very, very inspired by Masaru Yoshino. It was clearly.
It was like this match, as you said, was so important for Marino because she got hurt in the summer, just before summer, and we thought that she's going to get the Teppen slot.
Yeah.
Which went to CatMASK.
Yeah.
She's incredible fit, but we were not sure about that. We thought that Marino is going to get it. Instead, it was CatMASK who got it, and then Marino got lost in the shuffle because she was hurt. She was out, and so she was out of sight, out of mind, and it took how long? 3 months?
Yeah.
I think she came back in October, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then she had like October, November, December, and then this month, the January month.
I think she came back on the Cork we first reviewed.
Yeah, so that was the last show of October, right?
Yeah.
Because we did the prologue for the promotion, then did the November, then did the December, and then we are right now we are doing the January. Yeah. That's true. So yeah, it took her a few months to get back into the thing, but I think we are on the road to her being much more featured. Because the promotion sees her as a workhorse in the undercard, I think, right now.
Yeah, and it's also cool that Naru got the pin here. Which she rarely does, and especially over someone that it's getting pushed more lately.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think Naru is better as a tag team wrestler than as a singles wrestler, as we have seen from the Osaka show.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was Koki's fault. We don't know because we are really unsure about Koki right now.
Yeah.
We will be unsure about Koki for some time, I think.
Yeah.
So we are not sure if Naru is able to do like great singles matches, but she is awesome in tag team scenario where there are more bodies flying around and where she can use her speed to better use than in a singles match where the other person will like isolate her and beat her down more.
She called this very, as I said, very Masaru Yoshino like crucifix pin. She called it the bouncer crash he hold.
Of course she did. At least she is no longer completely baby.
Yeah.
We got rid of some of the baby stuff.
Then we move over to the match of the year.
Match of the year candidate, yes.
Yes. The CatMASK Callico Trial Series started. It was a 3-match gauntlet for CatMASK Callico. Starting off with Natsuki, which was very good. Natsuki for 5 minutes here sold off great of CatMASK Callico's offense. Very good selling from Natsuki. Then she picked it up and got the win with the cutie special over CatMASK Callico, which led into... Well, first, what did you think about the Natsuki part?
Like it was perfect in what it was supposed to do. It was. CatMASK had the chance. She has the plan. She has everything figured out. But Natsuki catches her and finishes her off.
Yeah.
And
Natsuki sold her offense so great.
If CatMASK were slightly luckier or was more experiencing singles matches like Natsuki is, maybe the story of the match is that maybe CatMASK would have won if she had the experience. So this is her experience she's getting, and she almost won. This tells us she has great potential. Like within the story of the promotion, within the story of CatMASK, this like part of the gauntlet tells us she just needs to figure it out slightly more. She just needs more experience because Natsuki's more experienced than her in singles matches, in bigger matches. So CatMASK just on the cusp of like figuring it out.
Yeah. Then the next match, well, in the gauntlet, of course, the gauntlet counts as one match, but I'm just the next pinfall, I guess. Konamic versus CatMASK Callico. Shooter Konamic here.
Yeah, shooter Konamic, completely shooting on CatMASK. Poor CatMASK ate shit in this match.
she like came in and like immediately started doing a lot of offense.
You stole my lunch yesterday. I'm going to fucking kick your ass.
Yeah. Mick Knife gets the win for Konamic, and yeah, what did you think about the Konamic part?
As I said, Konamic was wrestling angry. She was angry at CatMASK. CatMASK did something wrong yesterday or last week or something like that. I don't know, maybe left cat balls in her luggage or something like that. This was two high-speed wrestlers, high-speed wrestling each other.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. But
and a more violent side of Konamic.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you are not the main eventer. You are beneath me. And I will fuck you up. Because I can. You will not protest when I tell you I'm going to hit the senton properly. And by properly, I mean my full body weight will land on your ribs and crack them.
Yeah. But yeah, that leads into our third match in the gauntlet, the last one, which immediately took this match to a whole nother level. Mari came in and immediately started to kill Callico all around Shinkiba. Right into the crowd, they went. A lot of great crowd brawling, of Mari just throwing her around. And man, when they got back into the ring and Callico started to fire back and tore off her pants, revealing a very like trunks, like very Teppen like gear.
Yeah, extremely Misa Matsui gear.
Yes, yeah, was so great, and her like fighting back but Mari being on some Shuri level of punishing here. Like this was like Shuri versus Natsupoi.
Yes.
Like it was clear that Mari was like, no, you are gonna eat shit.
Yeah, as obviously it was not just Konamic that CatMASK left cat balls in luggage. It was also Mari. The basically second move of the match where Mari throws CatMASK into the chairs and CatMASK lands with her side into the seat.
Yeah.
But the metal part, so she like hits the chairs with like full force and not hit the top of the seat, like to go over the seat to the next row and next row, but like rams into the seats. And like when the match was ending, she was like marked all over her body because she was like hit so hard by everything that Mari did. And you have to remember, this was after 2 high-speed 5-minute matches where basically CatMASK had to sprint for 5 minutes in both of those matches. And like this match starts with Mari throwing out of breath CatMASK into the crowd and like fucking punishing her for some you don't know, some crime or something like that. This was incredible.
These 9 minutes and 57 seconds of this were some of the best time I've had watching this promotion.
Yes.
We because we were watching it together, that the voice chat was insane during this match.
Yeah, we were like, everyone was shouting over each other. Like, we don't usually do that because we have
Yeah.
conversations in the voice chats. We don't interrupt each other that much. It's like relatively organized. But in this match, like we were laughing about the dynamic shooting stuff, and we had a lot of fun with that. But then Mari ran in and started like murdering Kanamik in this, and not Kanamik, CatMASK. And
Yeah.
when CatMASK tore off her pants, it was literally one of the best spots of this year so far.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, we had Okada versus Danielson, and we had Danielson versus Xavier Jr. And then like we had the board games. Whatever your opinions about that is, there were some memorable spots there.
We also had great matches outside of New Japan.
Yeah.
God, New Japan nerd.
I'm so sorry, I'm Bushy Drone. Like whatever that James's tweet is.
Yannick is gonna love that.
I know. Hi, Yannick. So like I love this match, and it is match of the year contender, and I will have this match on my top 10 at the end of the year. I will have it because it was awesome, and it was one of those matches that like you can pick this gauntlet up, and I will do that. I will fucking rip that match from their website, and I will put it somewhere, and I will share it, because this is the match that you can show to anyone who likes wrestling and tell them this is the champion of the promotion, forcing someone who is relatively new and doesn't have any track record
Yeah.
to show off. Because that last part of this gauntlet, those 10 minutes, were one of the best showcase 10 minutes that I have ever seen, while also having Mari to prove herself as a ruthless killer champion. I loved it. We both loved it. Everyone who watched that loved it.
Everyone who has watched this match has loved this match.
If there is one match this whole month that you will watch from this promotion, this gauntlet is the match.
Yeah. So, before we move on from this match, I just want to point out that CatMASK Callico is someone that has, for her whole career, everyone has like looked at her as a joke gimmick, as a comedy gimmick of her doing cat moves and very like the cat in the TGPW. And here, after this match, people were comparing her to Arisa Hoshisuke. Like people, Hoshiki. I mean,
yeah.
People were like, "Oh, it's actually Arisa under a mask." Like that's who it is. Like everyone was marking out for CatMASK Callico. This was a star-making performance for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she was made in 10 minutes. It's incredible how, if you are good at pro wrestling, how easy it is to do pro wrestling right. And Mari did pro wrestling right.
Yeah. Mari, as I said, also Shuri level of punishing. The finish of this match was the Omun Pur Rapa submission, which is basically a stretch muffler, but she also takes like her arms and like a lot of all other stuff.
Yeah, she killed her.
She killed her. She murdered her. Fucking amazing match. And unfortunately for Teppen and Beast Rebellion, they had to follow this match because this was just a semi-main event.
Once again, semi-main event better than the main event. But this is not because the main event was bad.
No,
it's because the semi-main event was amazing.
Yeah. Beast Rebellion, Ayato Irie, Shiaki, and then Arada versus Teppen, Ashai, Misa Matsui, and now Yamada. This was the clear, like, as I said earlier, Teppen did 2 matches on their Pro show. Royal only did 1, and you claim that Royal is better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This month Teppen was better. Can't be helped.
Yeah. But yeah, very very fun stuff here. The clear point of this match was to put over Naho Yamada, and I thought they did well doing that. Naho wins by pinning Shiaki with the, what do they call it? They call it the California Roll.
Yeah.
And Shiaki immediately started beating up on Nene.
Yeah, that was...
which was like a big like switch here, because I was expecting her to like no sell the finish and start beating up on Naho, but she beat up on her tag team partner instead.
Yeah, they had some miscommunications during the match as well.
Yeah.
So it was to build up to the Beast Rebellion Produce show, which made a lot of sense because so the Produce shows were not like completely closed off shows out of canon of the promotion. This is much better way how to use them, because you build from one to another and you showcase another, like when your unit loses, the match where they lose is used to further the storyline of your unit for your own unit produce show, and to build interest for your next produce show, which is a good way how to use it, and they did it properly in this match. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I don't remember anything about this match for outside from the miscommunications, because like from this show, I remember mostly the CatMASK Callico stuff, because that's like etched into my brain.
Yeah. I would say that the big thing I remember of what happened in the match was that Naho did a shoot headbutt.
Yeah, she did.
Because that is in my notes.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, that's true.
And Misa, after like Nene and and Shiaki brawled, got split up and both stormed backstage. Misa immediately took the mic and started trolling Ayano for her unit brawling. Like she was basically like bullying Ayano, and Ayano was like, "Yeah, I guess," and like went backstage.
Yeah, that is true, because like we have this Misa being an absolute asshole to everyone else around her. Thing that's going on through everything.
Except her unit, of course.
Yes, of course. She's very nice to her own unit.
Then she said then that Naho did a very good job winning the main event after losing in the opener.
Oh, because she did.
But yeah, Misa highlight as always.
Misa.
But yeah, I thought the Teppen Pro show is contended for match of the year, no show of the year for the AWG and for wrestling as a whole.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's actually the best top to bottom show that I've watched this year.
It was such a good time. You have to remember what was the most fun what was the most fun you had watching a show. This is that for me this year. We had such fun time watching this entire show. So I recommend, of course, the CatMASK Callico trial, but I also recommend the whole show because it's a good time. Then we move over to another great produce show, the Jadoshu Produce Show on the 25th of January. Opening match. This was, of course, in Shikiwa First Ring, as all the produce shows were. Opening match was Mari and Nagisa Shiotsuki versus Update Plus, Konami, and Sakura Mitsushima. So, the gimmick. The gimmick of this match was that before the show started, Jadoshu hid snake water all over backstage, and Konami and Sakura drank it. And the thing was that the snake juice, for it to work, Jadoshu had to play a song that fit. So a lot of the early parts of this match was that Jadoshu tried out different songs to get Konami and Sakura to activate their snake powers.
And snake powers mean turn heel.
Turn heel, yes. But when the right music hit, and Sakura immediately started working heel, and it was so funny.
The Kanamic working heel means she like throws her hands, her arms to the side, and shouts loudly to the heavens and does and then does extremely over exaggerated movements while she tries to cheat, and it doesn't work because she's Kanamic or she's Sakura, who are not really heel people.
Yeah,
It was really funny.
them turning the two most like baby faces of baby faces in the promotion into into heels was so dumb.
Yes.
Like amazing stuff. And then Mari and Nagisa like started like thinking maybe we should try this snake juice.
Yeah,
So
because
they
there was the funny bit that they didn't in the pre-show video, in the pre-match video, they threw away the snake juice. They didn't drink it before the show started.
and it should be noted that everyone on the show were like entering in pajamas because or especially in this match because like the whole gimmick was that Jidoshu had woken them up and said like we need to do a show.
Right
And,
now, it's morning, wake up.
yeah, and so the spot of this match, the highlight of this match was Mari and Nagisa taking off their pajamas after drinking the heel juice to reveal heel snake gear on their,
Yes.
which was fucking awesome.
Like this whole show showed us the strength of the sick brain that resides in the skulls of Jadoshu, because all of these matches were amazing
Yeah,
in their own right. I was like, these people should like probably book some of the stuff more.
yeah.
Because they are insane.
Mari continued her strategy of killing people with submissions in the finish here and submitted Sakura with the Mugen Jigu, which looks very similar to the one she did on CatMASK Callico, but not. It's not exactly the same.
Yeah, just like something different. Maybe a limb is not broken.
But she killed her. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't understand how Sakura was able to sell it that way she did. Like, look at this photo I just sent. Like,
Yeah,
insane.
it's like it's not nice.
No,
People should not work like that.
a person's body should not bend like that. But
No, it should
Sakura
not.
manages to do it. Then in the next match, Miko Ano and Ren-san versus Erina Yamanaka and Koki, tall people.
Yes,
The
love
team.
that team. Need them to team forever.
And they won this match with the Amethyst Butterfly from Koki. I think she pinned Ren-san. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren-san said the match of this rule of the so the match here was very confusing. This was one of the gimmick matches this month that did not work for me at all.
I think it's the only match whose gimmick didn't work.
Yeah, maybe. Ren-san said the rules of this match is to lose to win, and that you have to lose to win. And everyone in the match was for it, but did not understand what it meant at all.
Yeah, it was like that. You don't want to win, you want to lose, or something like that. Or you have to lose to win the match. And then they changed the gimmick to loser gets something from the winner, and the winner gets something from like some. They were exchanging gifts in the end.
It was very confusing. The match on the Twitter says that a match in which the winner receives a birthday gift from the boss and the loser receives a New Year's gift from the boss.
Yeah. New Year's gift is
and
money.
the boss in this term was Maru, of course.
Because they shot extremely well done, great video of the villains posing in the middle of Shibuya.
Yeah. I don't remember what Miko Ano and Ren-san got after the match, but I know that Erina Yamanaka and Koki got 1 yen, which is very, very. That's not a lot of money.
No, that's like not that's no money at all. Like you cannot buy anything with that.
Yeah. But yeah, very confusing match. I thought it could have been better if we did not have the confusing rules.
Yeah, this is one of the only match which was the gimmick match that would be better if it was not the gimmick match.
Yes. Then we had a special singles match here between two of the Jodoshi members, Alan and Kyoka Iwai. Kyoka Iwai wins after 7 minutes and 53 seconds with the backward rotating shrimp hardening. I thought
Roll
this... Yeah, roll up, basically. Very solid match. I thought this was very good for Alan because she's way too good to never wrestle.
Yeah, she has lost so much time this last year. She could have been much better. It's obvious that she's been left behind.
Like, she is such a better character worker than Kyoka Iwai has ever been. But Kyoka Iwai is just better in the ring, sadly.
Yeah, because Kyoka had more.
Yeah, she has had more to do, but Alan is such a good character, and it's insane. Yeah. Ref was just ignoring the weapons here, which was cool, like fitting, I guess. Yeah. And they agreed after the match that Alan forgave Kyoka Iwai for being confused about her allegiance to the unit, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Which was the big story of this match and why it happened.
Yeah, because nobody was sure what Kyoka was doing, and now we are sure what Kyoka is once again.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, this confirmed that Kyoka Iwai is in Jodoshi for the rest of her run now with them. And sadly, the sad truth that Ice will never return.
Sad truth? Sad?
Yes. Very sad.
If
I am so sad. Then the next match was the Bulldozer Todoroki Produce Sue match. She chose all the animals on the roster.
Yes.
To have a match.
Read up the animals, please, and compare them with the animals.
Okay,
let's go.
So, Marina Sayahara, which, of course... No, wait. I'll do the other team first.
Okay.
CatMASK Callico. Obvious, she's Cat.
Yes.
And Shikagoto. What animal is Shikagoto?
Yeah. What animal could Shikagoto is? She is a rabbit.
She is a rabbit. Then, on the other team, even though Bulldozer Todoroki... on the other team was Marina Sayahara, who is a squirrel.
Yeah, that's very similar to CatMASK. CatMASK is a cat. Marino is a squirrel. Okay.
She has a tail.
Yeah, she has a tail.
And then Natsumi Sumikawa, who is a bird.
Yeah, because she has wings on her gear.
Yes.
So she came out with the pigeon mask, plastic pigeon hat on her head, and was wrestling with the pigeon hat on her head, with 2 holes cut in the neck of the pigeon, so she could see to hit the moves.
Oh, so dumb.
And she did the bird motions.
One of the 3 best wrestlers in the company, and arguably one of the 3 best, like, top 50 women's wrestlers in the world, wrestled this match with the bird mask.
Yes, and did the bird movements. And one time in the corner, she started hitting her opponent with her beak.
Yes.
To the head. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like this.
The finish of this match was
one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in the ring.
Well, it was Bulldozer Todoroki running into the match and snapping Natsumi's neck.
Because
like
she's a snake.
Yes.
Because Natsumi is a bird and Bulldozer Todoroki is a snake, because Jadoshu means snake people. And winning the match, even though she was not in the match.
Even though she was not in the match, she pinned her and won.
Yes. And the whole thing about this is that for this thing to work, other things had to happen. So, Marino took up the catnip, the cat thing, like
Yes.
you used to play with cats on a stick, and she lured out CatMASK out of the ring. Chigagoto followed CatMASK because she wanted to stop CatMASK going out of the ring because CatMASK was a legal person and should wrestle. And
Yeah.
at the moment, the only person left in the ring was Natsumi Sumikawa, a bird, a pigeon, who is confused because she's a pigeon.
It was so funny.
Yeah, Chikagoto spent most of the match trying to hop over the ropes because she's a rabbit.
Yes. Because she is a rabbit.
Yeah, for some reason she's a rabbit.
Yes.
I think it's because it's a Playboy bunny, so it's a play on Playboy bunny. But she wore a furry like costume of a rabbit, like a sexy white rabbit or something like that. Maybe you can buy that stuff on Amazon under sexy white rabbit or something like that. It was
either
like
way,
one of the most amazing comedy matches of the
comedy
year.
gold. This is
Yeah,
comedy gold.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And before we go to the main event, this was one of the times that the main event was not better than the main event, but because the main event is a very long match, I would recommend this match from this show because it's just 10 minutes of complete insanity, and you should watch it to understand how sick in the brain this promotion can get.
Yeah. So then we have the main event, the Iron Woman hardcore match. Jadoshu, Kira-an, and Maru versus Teppen, Ashai, and Misa Matsui. So, the rules of this match. I have found out why it was 33 minutes and 44 seconds. And that is because that combined is 2024 seconds. So it's
once again sick in the brain. I said so.
Yep. Very big brain, very very big brain here between. Like who on the Jadoshu team is the like math magician that was like, oh, I know what the rule will be. We will have 2024 seconds to win.
Yeah, and it means that it's going to be 33 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yes.
Which also is a very good number.
Very, very funny. Yeah, I don't want to run through each fall because I lost count. But the final result of this match was 6 falls or wins for Jadoshu and 5 for Teppen. A lot of great spots here. We had the like ladder being thrown into Teppen's face. We had Misa Matsui getting run through a table by Maru who jumped from a ladder. We have the great Teppen hardcore gear.
Yeah, Teppen hardcore gear was amazing.
And man, just like really, really fun hardcore match here. I was very happy with this.
Yeah, there was like it got long, like around 20 minutes, because we were not sure when the fuck is going to be the end.
Yeah.
And what really was going on. And they had like this comedy stretch in the middle of the match between like this wrestling and hardcore wrestling. And it really didn't fit, but it made sense in the end because this is after all a Jadoshu Peru show. So you had to have an insane comedy.
A mix between comedy and
hardcore. Yeah. So it like works as a match, and doing 11 falls is really interesting because it's not like 1 or 2 or 3 falls in half an hour of wrestling, but a lot of falls. So it kind of diminishes like the importance of the falls. Didn't they do like really quick roll-ups at the end? Or no, they did like these massive bumps at the end, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a lot of big bumps at the end.
It was like a bump, a bump, a bump, a bump, a bump, because it was like very it was very frantic at the end.
It was like big spot after big spot at the end.
Yeah, it was really well done. Like looking back at this match, it's an aggression at the start, then we go into the comedy, and then we go into the then we go into the hardcore stuff where it's like, oh my god, you are going to fucking die if you do this.
Yeah.
There was this unbreakable karate, like the board that you use for karate, where they like break the board in half,
Yeah.
but
And
it was unbreakable.
Kiran like hit that on Misa Matsui's head.
Yeah, because it was unbreakable.
I think
And
at that point, Misa Matsui should have rolled out and played it. Like,
yeah. The only thing that was missing from this match to like put it as
yeah, then it would be in competition with
yeah
the CatMASK Callico.
yeah exactly. Because
Like there were things that was missing from this match to make it the big match that everyone would recommend.
yeah, exactly. So I think I cannot recommend this match because it's too long to recommend, and it's not like this transcendently great match to recommend this match.
But it has great spots in it, and
Yes,
in
yes.
my opinion, like I mean, it would be kind of hard to watch because because such high.
Not right now. I
Yeah.
don't want to really watch it right now, but
Yeah.
maybe into December to go
Like-
back to watch it to
Yeah.
decide what matches of ActWres Girls should be on some kind of list.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I love this main event, and I love this whole show for different reasons than the Teppen Produce show. This show was just I thought this was just a comedy show, and I really enjoyed
Exactly.
it. It was very fitting of them.
Yeah, it was like very similar to the Teppen show, but the Teppen show was this a lot of Goblin Ray, a lot of high speed, and the star-making match of CatMASK. This show was just comedy routines but done well, with completely new things. The one like serious match was the Kyoka versus Allen match, which was fitting because it's the match to decide to invite Kyoka back into the heel side of things and like to showcase both of these people who should be showcased more, or rather Allen who should be showcased more and who needs the ring time, not like Kyoka does, because Kyoka has been given a lot of ring time, like in the last 6 months or something like that. So I really enjoy this show, and if there's something to recommend from this show, if you don't have time to watch the main event, which is half an hour, 10-minute match before that is like comedy gold.
Yeah. Then we had the final show of the month. We both took a lot of time to watch the show. We didn't watch it together. The only show we have not seen together of the shows from January, and that is for one simple reason. We did not have time to watch this before because it came out during the weekend after Ashai had passed away, and we did not have time to watch it before the news broke. And after that, we couldn't put together and sit down and watch it. I have done that now though, and you have done it now.
Yeah.
We had both not watched the show before we did the Ashai episode.
No.
This, of course, was the Beast Rebellion Produce Show, step 33 on the 31st of January in Shinkibo First Ring. Opening dance revealed Mari's costume change for this show was her cosplaying as Act, which was great, funny. Very funny. And everyone reacting to that was so good. And should be noted that everyone in the opening dance had like red and black gear, and basically were going for the whole emo look, or the outcast look that Beast Rebellion have.
Yeah, the Misa had the flannel shirt.
I immediately wrote down in my notes that Misa Matsui looking like someone I would fall for in high school. But yeah, very good, very funny opening dance. Then it led into the opener with Shikagoto and me versus Beast Rebellion, Act, and Riko Fukunaga. The return of Act to the roster, where she's probably going to stay for a while because, yes, someone fucked up.
Visa, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need visas for that.
Yes, Visa is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Which someone apparently realized for the first time in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a fun opener. I thought Riko Fukunaga was the highlight of this match, and she got the win, which was very rare. Her getting a win here over Shikagoto with the sunset is what she called it, which is basically a roll up. A sit down roll up.
Yeah, the thing about this match is that Gochika versus Act were very fun together.
Yeah.
Like that was the highlight for me of this match, was that combination. Because you usually have in the tag teams like pairing off. This pair, I want to see that more often. Probably in like tag team situations, but I want to see Gochika and Act like trying to do a longer sequences together, and maybe then like in few months do a proper 12-minute singles match, like real proper singles match. Maybe even a main event in Osaka or something like that. Like do have 20 minutes tag team match underneath them in the semi-main event, and main event with Gochika versus Act. Do it. And have Act lose to Gochika there. Like do it.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good for Gochika, and Gochika then can go for the title. Because I think Mari should do that, and then Mari can just like kill her in 7 minutes or whatever. But like really, I think those two together can do some really fun match.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, the theme of this show is we are going to be very stiff with each other because we don't have any other team.
Yeah.
Gochika and Act was that. Like those were proper ActWres elbows. Like those are proper ActWres elbows.
Yeah, for sure. Then next match, Misa Matsui and Natsumi Sumikawa versus Naho Yamada and Nanami Togi. Nanami Togi, one of the rookies that haven't gotten any shot matches.
Yeah.
This was a win for Misa Matsui with the Michinoku driver to Naho Yamada. Interesting that she pinned her unit mate instead of the rookie, but keeping her strong before a title match.
I think there's a chance that the rookie is not cleared to do the head drop.
Maybe.
Take the head drop.
Yeah, maybe. That might be true. But yeah, I thought this was a very good match. I thought Misa and Natsumi was an interesting team.
It was like two killers.
Yeah, two killers.
Yeah, the thing that I have the big note about in this match is Natsumi versus Nanami. There was the part where Natsumi kicks Nanami, and like it sounds like when a kickboxer is training and hitting the. If you've done the combat sports, there's the guy who holds the thing, and it sounds exactly like that, but to a human body who does not have really any fat to protect her back or her internal organs. I think that hurt as hell. And the funny thing was that Naho was standing on the outside and shouting at Nanami, "That does not hurt!" And Nanami in between tears, "No, it doesn't hurt!" And Natsumi kicks her again with the same sound. Naho shouts at her again, "That doesn't hurt!" Nanami shouts again, "That doesn't hurt!" And then Natsumi kicks her for the third time. And she's done. She wants to go home. It hurts too much. That was too much. Like that was like the big, as I said, the stiff show. Natsumi was stiff.
Yeah. Then we move over to the next match, a match I have very little notes on. as a lot of matches on the show, because I watched it very disjointed. Next match was Ashai's last match. Ashai and Yufa, another rookie who never gets any matches, versus Ayano Irie and Kira Ann. 50 minutes and 28 seconds. Ashai gets the win over Ayano Irie with the Yurika Momone. Very sad to watch. I did not enjoy this match at all.
No.
I gave this a no rating because it's very unfair to watch this match after with the news of this being Ashai's last match.
Yeah.
I could not really focus at all. I couldn't write down any highlights here. It was very hard to watch.
Yeah, it was very hard to watch. The only thing that I've written is that Sahi taps out Ayano to a brutal submission.
Yeah, and I gave the name of that now.
It's like, I don't know what they were doing in here. I don't really know what. It was Yufa wanted to wrestle to tag with Asahi for some time, and they did it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, I want to take this a little bit of a offshoot from ActWres Girls with mentioning a Ice Room match which was definitely a tribute to Ashai, which I watched, where her classmates of Ibuki Hoshi and what's her other name? Kao Matsushita and a lot of the others in her class clearly did a lot of tributes to Ashai, which was a very cool look, and I definitely recommend going out and seeing the Ice Room match from last weekend, the main event, because you see a lot of the moves that Ashai would do a lot being done by her first classmates.
Yeah, people who she grew up from a child to an adult in dojo, and in the promotion.
I hope that Misa takes this submission. She kind of needs a solid submission here, and I would give her this submission. But yeah, we move over to the next match, where a theme of this show that I noticed was that a lot of people we haven't seen in a while getting big matches. And here it was Haruka Ishikawa, who teamed up with the AWG champion Mari and
AWG. Oh, sorry, never mind. Continue. Ignore me. I'm sorry.
And they faced Asako Miya and Miko Ano. Haruka Ishikawa gets her first win, I think, ever, when she pins Asako with the reverse splash, the waiter bomb.
I think she won something in that she used it to win some of the matches in the tag team tournament.
Oh yeah, true. The tag team tournament.
Yeah, the tag team tournament. Do you remember the tag team tournament? Yeah, the tag team tournament.
Yes, of course. But yeah, it was cool to see Haruka back. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, I was very surprised to hear her music.
Yeah.
I even wrote, "Oh, that's Haruka's music."
Do you have anything more to say about this?
It was very serious Asako, extremely so. It was Asako that was so serious that she didn't smile. She tried really hard. She did everything like a proper wrestler was supposed to do, outside of because she doesn't do moves really properly. She's like in between. She was like in this in between mode, but she was serious and she tried a lot. I want to highlight an absolutely brutal knee from Mari to Asako that looked like it caved Asako's head in, caved a skull in. Like Asako should not have a face anymore.
Asako's end of the month ends with the exact same way her start of the month started, where she gets brutally kicked by one of the aces of the company.
Yeah.
But yes, that was that match. Then Beast Rebellion, Ayano Irie, the main event. The Beast Rebellion, Ayano Irie and Riko Fukunaga versus Beast Rebellion, Shiaki and Nene Arata. A lot of the beefing that Nene and Shiaki started doing during the Teppen main event came to a head here, and this was basically just a lot of beefing between the two, and then Act got so sick of it that she interfered and said and remade the match into a singles match between Shiaki and Nene.
Yeah, that was much better than to do the tag team match, and I liked that how they went about it. Like they did the same thing as the Royal, where they put all the people in one match, even though they were double booked.
Yeah,
because they were booked in the previous matches, and it was like, okay, it's Beast Rebellion produced show, so they're going to have the big main event for themselves, and then the people who were already booked in previous matches were removed from the match, and it was made into a singles match, which like is really well done kayfabe storytelling, like storytelling for the and it. So you are not losing matches from the Beast Rebellion members; they still get matches on the show, but you do not double book them.
Yeah.
But because it was the produced show, it made sense that they would be double booked for the main event. So like it all worked out like logically, if you know what I mean. Like it made sense in the universe and within the storytelling and promotion, and I really liked that how they went about it. And then the singles match was great.
Yeah, do you think so? I thought it was good, a very solid match. I did not have a lot of good like things to say about it. I thought the finish was a bit shaky. Like Nene was clearly nervous about doing a top rope senton.
Yeah. Oh, she hit the senton like a Kanamik.
Yeah, but she was very nervous when she got up to the
yeah,
top rope.
but Kanamik is like 2/3 of her weight, so
yeah,
Shiaki probably suffered for that.
Yeah, it was a brutal spot, but she was very like nervous, and it was very clear. But what do you think about the match?
The thing about the match is that I think it was really personal, really spiteful match. The thing about it, if this match had happened anywhere else in any other promotion, I would have said, okay, these wrestlers do not know how to act and how to sell the personal feud or like the blood feud or something like that, because they were called, and in other promotion it would have been called methodical, but that's not exactly the word for it, because they were cold and spiteful. They did everything they done everything they did to each other, like really forcefully, with purpose. Everything they did had a purpose to hurt the other person. It felt like they are actually angry with each other. It was like, okay, I don't want to wrestle you, but I am forced to wrestle you, and I'm angry at you, and I will beat you up because you piss me off, and I need to like fuel this energy, this emotion I have against you into beating you up. This is not just a wrestling match. I am beating you up without going to the like full heel stuff like Jadoshu. They did a lot of like this, and I trust two actresses to act out this feeling, this emotion that they did in the match. As I said, if this had happened anywhere else, I would have been confused by this match. But this is anger without goofiness, without overt emotions, because they are not playing to the huge crowd. They are playing to really personal, intimate atmosphere of Shinkiba. So even if you are sitting on the first chair from the ring, you are like 5 meters from the ring still. You're still very close. You can see all the faces they do, and they never like did the over exaggerated faces or some over exaggerated. Like, for example, Kanamik and Sakura doing the heel stuff. They were extremely emotive, extremely over exaggerated. These two were very purposeful in what they were showing as what they were acting as. So I felt like that was the purpose, that was the intent, and they've done it really well. Which is like, this is not like move-wise, it's not some great match or something like that. But for the promotion itself and for these two, this felt like a great match. Because I'm invested in this promotion, in these characters, in these wrestlers, and in these units. I was very invested into this match. And because I watched it today, it was the last match that I watched. And it was not like I watched it after the Asahi match. So I was like able to distance myself from that. That's why I like spaced it.
I think that's why I have. Yeah, like a lot of the show I watched in not that good of a mood. So
yeah. That's I like watched everything before Asahi's match on the Friday, Asahi's match on the Saturday, and this main event I watched on today. So that's like what I felt. I think from this show I cannot really recommend anything outside of this match, but as you have heard from Sondre, this match maybe it's not great for anyone to jump in. So basically, maybe skip this show completely if you don't have time.
It's a bit awkward in spots.
Yeah. It is,
but it was solid.
Yeah, because you have to remember this is two rookies.
Yeah,
working relative rookies,
and someone who's very unproven in Nene.
Yeah, Nene is very
her
unproven.
biggest spot ever.
And basically, Chiaki has to lead her through. So this is like proof that Chiaki can do this.
Yeah. But the two agreed to that they had settled their issues. And
they did the dumb joke stuff. They beaten each other up. They did what CM Punk wanted to do. Just like, work it out, man. Work it out, dude. Let's just beat each other up, and it will work out.
Yeah. And that was this show, and the end of January. So, before we talk about the announced match for February, we both definitely have the same match as the match of the month.
Yeah.
With the CatMASK Callico gauntlet. But I will, instead of match of the month here, we will have produce show of the month. So who won in the produce wars?
Teppen won.
Yes, Teppen won.
Because they didn't have any match that was weak.
No. They were the clear, like their produce show was the clear highlight of the month.
Yeah, it was because it was like the wrestling that you can only see from Joshi.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot get this kind of wrestling anywhere else but a Joshi company. Because of the style of the wrestling that was done. Like, the high speed stuff is the way it is done among Japanese women wrestlers. Nobody else does it like them. I'm not a Dragon Gate watcher, so I don't know if this can be said about Dragon Gate, but I don't think their high speed stuff.
I mean, they have gone down a bit on the high speed.
That's what I've understood.
Their roster is a bit more heavyweight than it.
Yeah. That's what I've gathered from like reading reviews or listening to your podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
So like there's this stuff that in the other promotions, like who does it? Who has the clear focus on high speed? No one else. Iceborne are not sure, and this is not Tsukasa and Tsukushi Iceborne.
Yeah, and who these days focus on their units as much as AWG does? Not a lot. Not a lot of promotion. Not a lot of promotions.
Yeah.
This much of a focus on the units.
Yeah.
Each unit feels separate from each other.
Yeah. This month really helped the unit system in ActWres Girls because they do a lot of mixing and like between units. Like Hiro is moving through people. It doesn't matter. Asako is moving through people. Chika is teaming with whoever as well. Like they don't do the clear cut. You can team only with people of your own unit. they do mix people up. But this month, helped this promotion a lot in to establish the feel of every unit.
Yeah,
That
and
every unit is different.
they even allied 2 units. Update Plus, who didn't even have a produce show, got to shine when they were with Heaven.
Yeah.
So, January, one of the strongest months that AWG has had since the restart.
I think it was the strongest month.
Yeah, a lot of new fans were made. Who I know have told me that like this, they want to have AWG in their rotation now after this month. Unfortunately, the next month, February, started with really bad news. And their show that was going to happen on February 9th got pushed back to the 21st and 25th, where they were supposed to have shows also, but now the cards got switched up and sent back there. So the first show that we have in February will be this Wednesday on the 21st in Shinkiba First Ring. We have a full card for this. Opening match, Act and Arena Yamanaka versus
Incredible
Natsuki.
team. Love that team.
Yes.
So charismatic.
Versus Natsuki and Nagisa Shiotsuki. This should be fun. Act and Arena fits. I hope Arena joins Peace Rebellion.
I think she is a member, basically.
Yeah, basically. Then we have Maru versus Naru, which is a cool match there.
That's very cool. I hope it's for the rights to use syllable Aru.
Yes, yeah. I hope Naru gets the roll up here to get the win.
I think she will. I think she will. She's on some kind of winning. She maybe is going to get another win in here.
Then we have a very weird 6-woman tag. We have the Royal, Shikagoto, Kaoki, and Natsumi Sumikawa versus Kira Ann and Burusu Todoroki and Marino Sayahara. Just getting put in there with
because she has a free day, obviously.
Yeah.
She sold too many tickets in January.
Then we have the loser gets a haircut match of Miku Ano versus Kyoka Iwai. Who do you think gets a haircut?
Okay, so of course, it's a lot of the times it's the woman who gets her haircut is that the woman who's going to be pushed more as a reward for that. So the one wins beats her, but she changes her look and has something to fight for because she has lost her hair. But there's another part of this. Kyoka Eva is playing a masculine role in upcoming play.
Oh.
So she's going to get her haircut.
I think there's a good chance of her ending up after this match with the Maru cut.
That's very probable because she has quite a long hair and she usually doesn't have long hair.
Yeah.
And you have to remember she was in the handsome unit.
Yes.
And she was the one who had the longest hair there, and it didn't really fit there. But she plays butlers and such, so I'm not sure what her role exactly is. I expect her to get the haircut in this match.
Yes. Then the main event, a preview of the AWG title match that happens later this week, the weekend. Misa Matsui and Konami of the Update Plus Teppen Alliance versus Shiaki and Mari. This should of course be the build up to the title match.
This is interesting considering who is going to win. Who do you think is going to win this match?
This match?
Mm-hmm.
I think Mari wins this match.
You think Mari's going to pin Konami?
No, she's going to pin Misa.
You think she's going to pin Misa?
Yes.
In the preview match?
Yes.
Wow. So you think Misa's winning?
Yes.
Really? In Shinkiba?
They have the perfect chance to do it.
Oh my god. Really?
Wow.
Wow!
I would not have said this when the match was announced, but with what has happened in between then, I think giving the title to
All
Misa
right.
is the right and feel good way of doing this.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. I tried to isolate myself. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not because I'm a Misa fanboy. I admit I am a very big fan of Misa Matsui.
Yeah.
But I think
You're right.
the right way to do this whole thing is to give the one who has been with Ashai her entire AWG run the title.
That is true.
I just think that is the feel good way of doing these February shows. It sucks because I was really looking forward to the Mari run, but I don't know what else to do, which won't leave me with a cold feeling watching these. Because, okay, she can win here, but it won't feel as special as her winning the title will feel. And the unit coming out with her. I just think that her winning the title will be a very feel good way of dealing with the fact that she has lost her tag team partner forever.
Yeah. The thing is, wouldn't it like cheapen the win?
Many title wins have been cheapened by things like this.
You know what I mean. The thing about
I understand. I don't know a right way to do this.
It's very difficult, right? Like I was not thinking about this like that. The promotion can deal with the grief this way, grief of the roster and grief of the fan base. The thing about this is the issue of the point match.
Oh god damn it! Point, my greatest enemy.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The issue of the point match where like the booking is supposed to be removed, like this non-personal, non-feeling part of the booking that's put on the front, and the title matches are all points matches. So you know what I mean by that, like
yeah, I understand.
There's like this, the promotion like says that there's some kind of objective business reason for champion to be a champion. So
Yes.
is like, will they be able to, within their own stuff, excuse, in air quotation, Misa winning to get the good feel moment?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like that's my counter argument to your argument.
Like everything can be like either way. I don't see a perfect way to deal with it.
That's true. Yeah,
that the title match has been ruined as much as like the rest of this company has been very hurt by the tragic passing of Ajay, and it's I try to separate it when analyzing the company, but I can't with this match. This match,
that's true.
It is a hanging cloud over this match, and there's a good. The only good way I see is just to give the title to Misa, and it sucks that this is the way she would win it if she wins, but I don't know. Of course, I will be fine either result. I just think that it will be a better moment for Misa to win. But either way, the title match, the title match is happening.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
The title match is happening on the 25th in Shingiverse. It was supposed to happen on the 9th, but it was pushed back after the news of Ashai's passing. And yeah, that is next Sunday.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be spoiled on this when I'm at the airport. Very hungover after I've been at the concert in Trondheim. But yes, I am very much looking forward to these. They also have a show on the 29th in Shinkiba First Ring, and that is the end of February. So 3 months to end the month. Three shows to end the month here for ActWres, and that will be February, and we will be back sometime in March to review all these 3 shows. Very less than January, but of course January was a big month. I am impressed that we have only that we managed to review all 6 shows in under 2 hours, and then the last, like when we went over the 2 hour slot, was during this last talk.
Oh, okay. We are very good. We are very good.
But we are over the 2 hours slot.
Yeah, we should end.
Final prediction. Are you locking in on Mari retaining over Misa?
Yeah, I'm locking in Mari retaining. I think the reason why it was not a singles match for the title on the show immediately after on the first show
was for the feel good moment to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Misa's winning here and then losing to few days after.
You are probably right there. But
Yeah.
I will stick with my original prediction of
Yeah.
Misa winning the title.
We will see in March. We will record as soon as we are possible
Yes.
to get back on some
Unless
semblance of a schedule.
unless something terrible
No,
happens.
Sondre. Nothing will happen.
No, nothing will happen. We are back. We are trying to be back at normal.
Yeah.
And should be noted, Ashai was put to rest recently in a private burial in their home, which I am so glad that their family was managed to put her to rest. And I hope they are able to move on, and as we are trying to move on.
Yeah, we have it much easier.
Yeah, we definitely have it much easier. But yeah, thank you for listening to ActWres Stage. We will be back in March. Velkej, do you have any final words?
No, please watch this promotion. It's amazing.
CatMASK Callico for the win. Go watch that.
Not to miss Simca for the rest of the year, baby.
That is the goal. But yeah, until next time, as always, see you. Bye.
Bye.